Now the On Your Side forecast with Steve Liebenthal.
Some nice changes taking place in our weather with temperatures finally warming to above freezing, at least in some parts of the Treasure Valley. Yes, the inversion is still with us, but it is weakening somewhat. We still have some of that haze around the valley. As we take a look at our shot from the top of the Grove Hotel, you can see that haze. Also some low clouds around the valley as well. And temperatures tonight will depend on exactly where these low clouds end up over the next 12 hours or so. Places that are not under the low clouds and fog will see much cooler temperatures than those places that are covered by cloud cover. So kind of tough to specifically say what the temperature will get down to in specific locations because these low clouds and this fog kind of move around. But expect to see some fog in many locations early tomorrow morning. Those low clouds keeping temperatures from getting down to below zero in most places. And we'll see afternoon highs in most places very similar to what we experienced today. So in Boise, we are expecting again to get up above the freezing level, which hasn't happened in quite some time. Our morning low in Boise was 20 degrees. It was down to 13 in Ontario. Up in the mountains, McCall actually warmer this morning than Boise at 25 degrees. So yes, the inversion is still with us, but as I said, it is weakening, and that's what allowed our temperatures to finally get up to almost average for this time of year. 36 degrees in Boise is just 1 degree cooler than what we would normally expect on this date. Almost up to freezing in Ontario. Look at Twin Falls, all the way up to 41 degrees. Up in the mountains, afternoon highs not quite as warm as they have been, but still pretty mild for this time of year. 33 degrees for McCall on the 14th of December is definitely warmer than average. And our ridge of high pressure still with us, and it's going to drift over us over the next 24 hours. So the inversion will still be with us somewhat, but again, it has weakened, and our temperatures tomorrow will hit the 30s again in valley locations, and we'll see 30s in many mountain locations as well. Another change coming our way with the storm system that's coming on shore now. This will move over us around the middle part of the week, and it will bring a very good chance of snow to Idaho's mountains. Slight chance of snow here in the valley with just a dusting as that ridge of high pressure moves out early next week and that area of low pressure moves in our direction. Tomorrow looking a lot like today in the mountains of Idaho, some patchy morning fog, relatively mild conditions for this time of year with those afternoon highs hitting the 30s after morning lows in the 20s. In the Boise Mountains, some locations getting into the 40s. East Central Mountains also a lot like today, only down to 14 in Stanley. That's not bad for this time of year. 37 for the afternoon high, shooting for 42 in Sun Valley. So yeah, you can see the inversion is still here. Patchy morning fog, a possibility there pretty much throughout our viewing area. Same for the Magic Valley. Afternoon highs here very similar to today's, up to 40 degrees in Twin Falls after a morning low of 17. And here in the Treasure Valley, that patchy morning fog. We'll see increasing clouds in the afternoon, but again, our afternoon highs very close to what we saw today, and that means we will be hitting the 30s again in many places, including Boise, where our afternoon high is expected to be exactly what it was today, 36 degrees. Patchy fog, a possibility for the next several mornings, and then that storm system comes in Wednesday night into Thursday morning, bringing a chance of snow to the valley. High likelihood that we'll see snow in the mountains, and people who are ready to do some skiing and snowboarding are happy about that. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit.
What about those of us that are ready to hang out at the beach?
You will have to buy a plane ticket and go somewhere else.